Shadiversity.
Hey, Tyranth,
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to win.
I'm inclined to. Actually, no, I disagree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because that's a fake gun.
We're pretending it's real, all right?
Well, you can make pretend that you win.
So, in this video, we want to talk about sword versus gun. And we know it's like, yeah, almost a non-starter. But, all right, in the hypothetical, very unlikely situation where you happen to be attacked or someone is threatening you with a gun and the only thing you happen to have is a sword, are there some practical tactics you can resort to that might lessen the very high likelihood that you're probably going to still die in the altercation?
No. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy.
I think there are some things that you could do that would be better than others.
Oh yeah, what? Cut the bullets in half?
Let's talk about it, okay? So how about we switch? Because I feel like I'm going to be the one presenting what you might do, and you're going to just tell me why I'm wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So here's the thing, though.
Just before we continue, this is a completely fake gun. This can't shoot anything.
It's plastic.
It's plastic. It has nothing in it. It can do nothing.
It's a prop for the video.
Yes.
Which we are allowed to have. It's an imitation firearm here in Australia, and you're allowed to have them for film and video production. So, we just don't want to get arrested in because we live in Australia.
I just work here.
Okay, so we have actually seen online a number of situations where it was actually sword versus gun. Usually it's a crazy person with a sword and a police officer needing to, you know, immobilize them, let us just say. But there might be a time where to say maybe you're assaulted and a bad person with a gun and everything like that. This is not to give criminals any advice by any means. It's a hypothetical video discussion about if you were assaulted by a bad guy, a criminal with a gun, and you happen to only have a sword. Maybe you collect a sword, it's in your home, it's on your wall, the only defensive weapon you have. What are the best tactics you could use to at least not make it as terrible a situation? Because I'm not saying it's going to help you win. It might help, but not. It's still very, like, the first and foremost thing is to not try and take someone on with a gun if you have a sword.
Okay. Yep. We can agree on that one. I'm just waiting for you to come up with anything.
Anything. Try and run away, of course. This is like
you could try.
You could try, but a gun is pretty good at range kind of stuff.
I will be pointing this at Shad during this. Again, this is not real. This is fake. This is completely safe.
You're really concerned about this.
I just want to make sure people understand the comments before they go, you're pointing at... It's a training gun.
Point it at me. You can do it. Just get it out of your system. Like, see, we've done it.
This is safe.
Okay? So, if you can't run away, all right, they're determined to kill you, or they're threatening and ready to, and there's no, and you have a sword, what could you do?
Are you asking me or?
Well, we're gonna discuss this together. Okay. So, what about if both weapons have not been raised?
How close are you to me?
These are all very important caveats, because if you're this close, there's something you might be able to do. But if we get further away, you go this, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
I cannot close the distance before he can get the point on me and fire a bullet.
It's very quick.
The only thing you could do is try and find some measure of cover.
Yep, but the problem is, hey Shad, why don't you go try and find cover?
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Done.
Yeah. Okay, this actually raises an interesting point then. Running away or even ducking for cover if you don't have it close enough is not a viable option.
No.
Do you know there is something you could do?
All right, what is it, Chad?
Can you not think of it?
No, I'm just waiting for you to try and think your way out of this.
No, I'm not saying this would work every time by any means.
Are you going to try and throw that sword at me?
That's the only thing you could do. If you're this far away, right, and you have an instant, and like the only instant you could do, you're not going to be able to close the distance. The only thing you could do, in my opinion, is throw the sword. The hope is that this would knock it off. Potentially, if it actually stabbed someone and got the points in, right? You're relying on a miracle. Let's just be clear about that. But it's better than doing nothing.
Sure.
You might knock the gun off to get them to miss. You could incapacitate their hands so they can't hold it properly. Or you could actually, imagine if you got it in the throat. You could kill them before they kill you.
I don't know, man.
Sword throwing is a technique that can be learnt.
Keep in mind, I'm also carrying, you know, a big rifle, right?
Well,
with a handgun, your draw is even quicker.
yeah. So we are going to try and make somewhat of a charitable situation. Tyranth now has a gun.
A pirate gun, and it makes a cool sound.
It's a toy, but it will serve the purposes of this video. So, is it likely that the person will have the gun holstered or
Probably,
not?
yeah.
Probably.
But you would also similarly have your sword not in a guard position.
Yeah, I probably got casual down here. And I think it would be fair that they have it in their hand, because usually it's on the wall or something, they just grab it or whatever. And it could be a similar situation. So we're gonna test if I can throw my sword at Tyranth, stab him in time for him to draw the gun. So are we just gonna count, or just whoever moves first, like reaction?
Take your pick.
Because there's not a countdown in real life.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
take your
you just
pick.
gotta go.
You just have your sword presented.
Yeah, well, all right, so here. Who's gonna go first? Should we count? This is really to test speed, so I guess on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That could have hit you. There's potential.
My aim was on point. His was not.
You can't prove your aim was on point.
I could see it was on point.
I'm just gonna say that obviously would have missed me. Thing is though, the sword reached you just before I think you got a shot off.
Maybe. Also, keep in mind, this is not...
Speed will vary based on the individual, this is true. Holster it again and we'll see.
You mean put it in my pocket?
Yes. Ready? 1, 2, 3. See, that again I think reached you before you got a shot off.
Maybe. Maybe not. This is in my pocket, and that's not even a handle. This is a flintlock. Yeah, I'm sure they were doing much speed shooting with flintlocks.
So, let's try this again. Instead of throwing it, let's see if I can actually just close.
Oh, okay.
I reckon any more than this distance, you're screwed. There's no way you'll either be able to throw it or close it. But even I actually maybe throw, because even if you're further away, it's better than nothing. What else can you do? But if you're like this, you might be surprised. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I had you.
Oh, only because you're moving back.
Yeah, Shad, let's go. Let's go again.
Let's go again.
Easy target for you.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. That got ya. I counted.
That was a delayed attack. That was like a Dark Souls, I'm going to delay the 3.
1. Good. Put it off. Let's keep going. I'm interested to test this. And I'm competitive. 1, 2, 3. So death is very likely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First off, there's a lot of variables here.
Mm-hmm.
It depends, do you have your hand on your holstered pistol already?
Mm-hmm.
Are you attacking? Are you surprising? If I'm in a house, then I'm already going to be out with it, right? So I wouldn't even need to do that.
But also, if you're in a house, that gives you a lot of cover and corners.
For both.
For both
parties.
But
yeah.
like if you did know an armed person with a gun was in your house, you could actually hide behind a door or something like that, ready, and as soon as that kind of gun passes, you cut the hand.
Sure.
Because, all right, here's an interesting thing. Disarming someone with a sword is actually, like if they're holding a gun, if you can actually get close enough to strike either at the gun or on the hands, disarming them is actually quite likely.
I would agree. You just got to get that
Yeah,
close.
if you couldn't get that close.
So, all right. So can we agree that if you're in an open area like this,
you're pretty screwed.
there's not really much you can do. We're not giving you McDojo tips here, man.
You dodge the bullets as you move. One.
Here's my dojo trick. If you're in this situation where someone has a gun and a sword, you ready? No, be there. That's my trick to you.
All right. If the distance is wide and you can't run away, there is some things you can try and do.
Such as?
Get them to hesitate. Get them to wait and try and close using psychology. Say, wait, look, I don't want any trouble, man. Look, do you want my wallet? I need to get my wallet. Can you, oh, hang on. Can I get my wallet? But I'll be like, can I get my wallet? Just wait. Holy crap, what's there? And then get them to look away. But honestly, that's the only way you could logically try and close a distance.
But that's not logical. I want to add this in, because if the person with the gun is trying to attack you, they're not going to be logical. They're not going to care about it. Second of all, if you have a sword presenting towards someone with a gun, they will be like this.
But if you keep it offline a bit, but ready to go, okay, you can say or perform actions that can cause people to flinch or hesitate.
Maybe, but I am not going to tell you that will work.
No, I'm not saying this will work. I'm saying it's better than nothing. Remember, this is like in a no escape scenario.
The nunchuck scenario. Okay, all right.
Better than nothing. Yeah, all right. But this is literally it.
Yeah.
If you get close enough, the primary target, the hands or head. What do you think?
Problem is, my hands are extended forward.
So that means.
But that is also extended forward. So.
Because if they're raising it to fire and you come down on them...
Then you have to already be there. And
you do.
Keep in mind, that's if somebody doesn't fire like that.
This is true. But who fires like that? We're not in the Wild West.
There are people watching this who probably are.
Let us know. Are you fire from the hip?
So you can fire from there, but that is just like more of a proper extension, right? Mm-hmm. So I would say... maybe go for the hands if you have a sword, but you don't want to be on line of it.
People might not realize the range you can achieve with a sword. Like, at first you think this is, pretty far away, but I can extend and reach his hands from here. And so this is actually in range. And so even if I didn't want to close, if he's going to be raising that gun to fire, like so down, and you're raising up, and I go into hit, right? I can actually get there just in time. Super risky, chance of death, especially if they get a shot off, right? But there is a good thing to understand about the full reach and range you have with a sword. Right? Look where I'm here, and if I went forward, right? You already had it in your hands.
I know, but
like we could do it from drawing it, right? And if I was
no.
And not from the hip.
Well, I have to hold it because it'll fall out of my pocket.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. No, you were moving back. That's not allowed. Stop it. We're measuring distances here.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to be good at what I do.
No, you're not. We're measuring distance. 1, 2, 3. I said no from the hip. You friggin' cheater.
I'm the cheater.
I said
come a bit
clearly.
Closer. Come a bit closer.
Clearly not from the hip.
Right, that's a good spot. Yeah.
He just doesn't want me to win.
Because I'm in measure.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. I got him.
You took my hands, I blew a hole through
If
your chest.
you got a shot off in time, that could have knocked it off point just enough to survive. Look, there is the other reality, right? There is this reality, which is something to consider. I'm not saying it's perfect. There's a chance that you might get a non-lethal wound. You get shot, but you push through and close and incapacitate them, and you might survive.
Okay. None of this is advice.
No, it's not. It's not.
DIY. None of this is disclaimers everywhere.
This is just theory crafting about what could you do in a worst case scenario, and all these options are literally, it's better than nothing, but still likely won't work.
Yeah.
So one of the worst things you could do, right, is what we see in a lot of the videos.
I'm asking you to stop.
Right?
I'm asking you to stop.
No, man, no.
Okay,
what do you expect? Wait. There's another attack we see. Ready? Unironically, that's actually pretty close to what some of the sword.
Yeah.
We've seen.
So,
But like, if you are attacked by a bad guy, instead of like you don't want to, right, present the sword forward, going forward and going for that hand as a quick lunge, or throwing the sword, is like, or cover is the first thing. If you got cover,
not advice.
this is not advice, but cover is the first thing.
Run away
Run away.
in a zigzag pattern.
Go
Stop,
for
drop, and roll.
corners, in hallways, tight, close, confined situations, which reduces the range. And suddenly, if you could reduce the range in close, environment, you might actually have a fighting chance then.
Keep in mind, most things aren't bulletproof as well.
But they need to know where you are then. The thing is though,
They have a lot of bullets in America, you know?
like the attack that I think most likely to get you to survive is actually, I was thinking maybe if you could insta-kill, but they're very rare, very hard to pull off. I reckon no, you want to go for the disarming, neutralize the gun as fast as possible, which is a target has to be the gun or the hands with the sword. A good solid attack, if you get close enough, actually has a good chance of getting them to drop it or not be able to use it. Maybe.
Not advice.
It is definitely not advice. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you want to see some of the actual moments when people confront guns with swords, we do have a video.
And remember, no be there.
Don't be there. But be at the video. Be there.